Denver, Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Washington football team. And off we go from Denver. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Back to throw again. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now here's Samuel on the end around. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. KJ Hamler returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. Woody!
Go Delta.
You think you gonna get this?
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Mike 27.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Denver.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a throw here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Here's Bridgewater. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. And he will have the Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Ready? Mike 27, I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. Go Delta.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
Time to go, night, night. Mike 27.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Bridgewater.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Forced out to his left. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Defense wins championships, baby.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they tried to get him out of the pocket, but that just flat out did not work to their advantage.
Yeah, it seemed to me that he thought maybe he could run around the pressure, but he just kept putting himself in a worse and worse situation. At some point, cut your losses and just go down.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guy...
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
Check safety, check safety.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Hey, there he is. Touchdown,
Curtis
baby.
Samuel. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Josh Oliver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 52.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
60 Eagles.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. He gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Bridgewater. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Line of scrimmage again as they 2nd and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now back to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson punching it in from a yard away. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Now Jerry Sly for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hamler now to return it. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 24.
For Jerry Judy, this is why he was a first-round pick back in 2020. The route running, the hands are great, but the speed, that sets him apart.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. We own it. We own it. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Go!
On play action, they'll throw. Pass the 20. 5. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end fan. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So it's
Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it's still bottom.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike 27.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
Mike 27, Mike 27.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.